Hello, hello, hello. Stream is working. Nice. Don't have to cajole it. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Just gonna load into my file real quick. I think it was this one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The old chestnut.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hey, Tara. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Slay the Princess. Howdy, Duke. Come here to laugh at you? You do that all the time. What do you need my stream for? Howdy, Star Pressure. Tara says gonna be busy for like 30 minutes probably, but just hopping in for a sec while waiting for meds to process. Okie doke. I doubt I will finish an entire run of a certain princess in 30 minutes, so you'll be fine. Seen the new Gundam trailer? I have seen it being posted. I have not watched it yet. How in God's name do you pronounce the name? There's like 30 U's in that thing. It's very strange. It looks exciting though from the thumbnail I've seen. Addy Dalek. Last time you fucked up super hard, try not doing that again. No promises. You pronounce the title like you're vomiting mid-word. That's tech. Alright, so what are my goals for this Slay the Princess stream? I'm probably going to reach the end of the run, as in like the 5 princess run, like a full save file. But I don't know which princesses I want to aim for, or what fuckery I want to try. Is the goal to slay the princess? Sometimes. Some of them. Because I have terrible impulse control and a fondness for organizing things. Between last Slay the Princess stream and this one, I went ahead and compiled all of my data into a big list of all of the princesses I've interacted with, what actions I have not taken on them, how many runs at them I have done, and what happened on each run. And also how to unlock each of them so I can stop being reminded how to get a princess I've gotten like 3 times. So we're approaching this stream with the odds on our side. Now, as to what that necessarily means, I couldn't tell you. I'm just spouting gibberish to sound smart. It's what I do every stream. Some routes I would like you to see, but your own curiosity on what permutations of actions will lead to what results will obviously take precedence. Okie doke. Yeah, I still have... I have no idea how many base game princesses, and I think that there are 3 or 4 new princesses in Pristine Cut that I have not seen. So, yeah. I'm not going to see everything on stream. Every permutation of everything. I'm going to fuck around with this game plenty after I have finished up the content that I want to do on stream. What I do want to do on stream is see at least one attempt at every princess Or at least every meaningful story route, if that makes sense. And then I can just see all the other stuff in my own time. Hey, howdy, Silver. Welcome, welcome. What I understand, this game is about a princess and her name is Slay. That's correct. That's canon. Okay, let's proceed. In the immortal words of Kiora Sazanami. And once I get to the cabin, I will decide what I'm going to do from there. What I am going to do from there. It's probably not a great sign that I'm already getting tongue-tied 5 minutes into the stream.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I might pop into not too long because I want to play this myself, but at least want to watch a little. Well, thank you, Silver. This game has a metric fuck ton of content and choices and diversions to see. So even watching somebody play like a full, complete save file run of it would barely show you like 1/100th of what you can possibly do. But yeah, see however much you are comfortable seeing before you play it. I highly recommend playing this game to everybody watching who has not played it, because this game is fantastic. It's incredible. It's impeccable. I love it. Alright.
That's the spirit.
March off to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
She will lie, she will
Don't
steal,
believe a word
she will
says.
chill.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're
Howdy,
supposed to
quick.
save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, moment of truth.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The
She will
air is
steal
stale
Eddie
and musty,
Guerrero.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
If you think about it, Eddie Guerrero is a really iconic Chapter 2 princess, and then Dominic Mysterio is a possible Chapter 3 princess that you get from him. Nobody will understand what the fuck I just said. No one. Alright, let me pull up my handy-dandy data chart. Where does Chavo fit in? We forget about him. Chavo is the stranger. What might I want to try? How about... So far in this run, I have done... I did the drowned version of the Gray, I did the Moment of Clarity, and I did the Den. So what else would be an interesting side path from this? How about I try... You know what? I heard there was some new content with the damsel. I'm gonna go for the damsel. So, we're not gonna take the knife.
The blade is your implement.
No, it ain't. We're entering unarmed. Pacifism in this bitch.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
How is
a
everybody
hint of
doing
rot
tonight?
Filtering from the ancient wood.
Whilst
The
we
princess
are
really
getting
looks
through
ill.
our setup.
Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. We're heading down to the basement.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
You just finished up a 3D print, Dalek? That's awesome.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chain, they're large and heavy.
Okay, we have done this bit
Maybe it's
a
somewhat
couple times on stream now. So...
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the
what
door
we're
at the top
doing
of the
is we're
stairs
freeing the
shuts.
princess,
You hear the click of a lock,
which will
sliding
require
into
her
place.
chewing through her wrist or
Is someone
something.
else here?
The huge.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Yeah,
before
she's
raising
doing
her
it. She's
arm
doing
to
the
her
hot
mouth,
thing.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh yeah, Silver, if this is your first time seeing this art, yeah, this is normal. This is mundane for Slay the Princess standards. It's also very, very attractive.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Sylv hasn't seen Apotheosis Waifu. I have not seen Apotheosis Waifu. I just know the Apotheosis is one of the names of the princesses.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Girl, you could have tried like one more thing that was too fast. I mean, look at her.
You cut.
Do you think she's
into her
bothered?
Flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly.
All right, here's
as
where
her
the
gaze meets
meaningful
yours,
choices are going to
blood
begin.
from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still
Chose a bad time to eat
smiling
chicken
after
wings. I am
everything?
terribly sorry, Star
It's
Pressure.
like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Just roleplay that you are biting into the princess's arm to free her.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Her weak, thin bones and succulent, stringy, well-spiced flesh.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
I regret
are too
saying
high.
that.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Not into war? Neither am I. What are we doing here?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Alright. She's turned around. We can't backstab her.
Stop that.
Get away from us, princess.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade.
Do not hurt,
Move
princess.
The blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your
yeah.
chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Stick it in me slow, girl.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm gonna resist.
I'm sorry.
I'm more mature than that.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
She's so sad. Look at her. How can you slay a face like that?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright. Damsel time. I've gotten this princess once before.
You're on
My
a
private
path
time.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
I've
cabin.
not seen her since.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What the fuck? I'm alive.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did
Oh
he?
god, we got the
If we're
smell.
going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us
My
will
man.
be foiling any and
My
all
guy.
assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh yeah, so Sylv, this is kind of a Disco Elysium sort of thing, in that your choices can give you many dozens of varieties of different voices that coexist in your brain at the same time and weigh in on your actions. Sometimes give you new dialogue and shit like that. And there's apparently a very, very popular and very good Slay the Princess Cross Disco Elysium fanfic that everybody recommends to me, that I have bookmarked for when I have seen every princess.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds
Yeah.
like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
There's a lot in this game. A lot of variety. You're not even really guaranteed to get the same voices for every route, depending on exactly how you get to that route, because most routes have 2 or more different starting conditions.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she
I
will
don't think
do
the damsel's
everything in
gonna
her
do any
power
of
to
that.
Stop you from slaying her.
Frankly.
Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
So depending on the flavor of the new content they've added to the princess, this is probably going to be one of the less horrifying routes for you to see Silver. I could be wrong. I could end up horribly, horribly wrong. But the routes in this game run the gamut from hilarious to romantic to deep-seated horror. Oh, hey, you're back, Tara? Nice. That didn't quite take half an hour. This is a Princess you wanted to see my reactions to. Nice. Yeah, I was looking over my list of things to try out and decided, hey, I have not tried out the damsel at all, really, so. Got some princess slaying water. Let's go for it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's touch the mirror.
You walk up
As
to the
usual.
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay. As a tangent, you've already gotten the gray, so you're locked out of killing damsel, but still worth checking it out someday, just not this stream. Yeah, okay. I did plan on seeing the burned gray eventually. Maybe I will... I mean, I imagine I'll have enough new content to suit at least 2 runs of this game on stream. Maybe 3. Because as I said, I at least want to see every princess once before I go to my off-stream playing again. So if I cannot slay the princess, she said the name of the game, guys. If I cannot slay the princess on this one, to see the new stuff, does it matter if I take the blade or not? The only route I have gotten previously for the damsel was deconstructing her. Don't think so? You're fine either way? Well, let's take the blade.
You take
just
the blade from the
to
table.
have some possible
It will be difficult
other
to
options
slay the
available.
princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
OMG, it's a deconstruction of the damsel.
Hopefully
Oh,
it
don't
doesn't
get me
put her
started.
on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
Unlike other damsels, this one's about the characters. I mean...
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's
Yeah.
key that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I'm so curious to see what else they can wring out of this particular character, because the ending I got for her the first time with her deconstruction seemed like the logical conclusion of the joke.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
I am, though.
Just remember,
This is a love story.
her charms are all part of the manipulation.
You said that up front. It's at the start of the game.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she's so cute.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
She could dress go spinny. Yeah. If any princess was going to be a trans girl, it'd probably be this one.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Or the Razor. I think we can claim the Razor.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
We can claim all of them.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe the Pristine Blade is simply a tool, a tool for SRS.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
It's fine.
This is horrible.
We've gotten great outcomes for all three previous routes that have happened. I don't know why you're so upset, narrator. So, okay. I'm gonna dialogue a little bit, because I have only gotten damsel once before.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Wait, so she remembers?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect
Not all of
wrists,
them.
And indeed, we won't even have to.
Acknowledge
You see
what
how
happened.
dainty her hands are. We'll be able to slip her right
Not in
out
chapter 2
with
anyway.
no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Of all the princesses I expected to remember explicitly, it was not the damsel. Howdy, Evie. Welcome, welcome.
Why are you two arguing
We're
over
seeing
the
new damsel
logistics of
content.
slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Smitten, don't be weird.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Smitten is cool when he's into the dominant princesses. He gets a little weird around damsel. A little strange. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Yes.
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Princess always remembers, the only one who doesn't is the narrator. Yeah, I was just surprised because damsel is damsel.
You died, and now we're talking.
Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Okay, so I have to be very careful not to just send her down the road of deconstruction again. I am neutral.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
She doesn't like moral ambiguity.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world.
That's
It would take
not...
a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Choose one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off. Dude, I don't want to see the chapter 3 pop up where the title card is just the fascist. Terrifying. Yes, you do? Shut up. No. Ignore my Haman Karn fan art. Chapter 3, the Measurer of Heads. Alright, so... if I want to see new stuff with the damsel, what am I picking here? Am I rescuing her? Chapter 2, the racist. And your Fordola listen, Fordola's not a real fascist. She's a collaborator. Those are one tier down the moral scale. You can explore or rescue. Okay, let's explore. I don't think I've seen this line before. Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. She's not going to know what this means. You can also deconstruct her to see new content, but you don't have to. Oh, deconstructing her has new stuff as well? I did not expect that. I'm gonna write that down real quick because I want to see some non-deconstruction stuff. Two ways to get in. Okay, cool. Let's talk to
The
her.
version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Smitten already has his dick out. Watch.
That's because she's perfect.
I told
Do
you.
you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
There should be a route in this game. I have no idea if this is actually a route. So if this does exist in the game, don't tell me. This is just me spitballing because I think it would be funny. There should be a route in this game that swaps the positions of the narrator and the princess so that Nicole Goodnight becomes your narrator for a chapter and your princess is just a guy voiced by Mr. Magnus Archives. I think that would be fun.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yes.
The prince, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Makes me think of that horrible video of that guy with the Deku voice going, Daddy wasn't done speaking. I have no idea what you're talking about, and frankly, I don't want to. That sounds
Not on my watch,
Not
villain.
good.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you
Hey,
try
Toblo, welcome,
anything
welcome.
that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I'll kill myself. Howdy, June. Welcome, welcome.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Some of the voice lines in Pristine Cut, specifically for console, I didn't run into this problem on Mac. Some of them are cutting off like a half second early. It's not a huge issue, but it is kind of distracting.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Not even like a half second early, like a quarter second. Like the word finishes, but the
You're not
beat
trying to kill
doesn't
me this
finish.
time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie.
The
What do
princess
you got for me?
jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
This princess has huge honkers.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it.
Let's drop a save, actually, because I haven't saved in a second. Launch of Slay the Princess had lots of audio mixing issues. Was my only big issue with it until it got fixed. Well, I hope they patch it on console. BT Dubs, what is with the scales and gnarly fingers on this guy? Don't worry about it. We're just a normal dude, normal knight, normal hero. Don't worry about it. This one's free, but Fury of Shattered Mirror actually has a passive check of Harry's skills going, wait, are her tits bigger? I cannot wait to read that. Cannot wait.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Okay, asking her what she wants to do is a one-way trip to disaster. So let's see what happens if we leave. We have our whole lives to figure out what we're going to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Damsel's timeline where she starts Prague. Good for her.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Yeah!
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Well, okay, what can possibly stem from this?
You and the princess
If she doesn't
walk
just get
up the
absorbed.
stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams
Oh,
in
you
your
motherfucker.
face and the lock clicks.
That's
That's
cheating.
a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Her boobs are like distractingly bigger as Damsel. This is not an issue I've had in any of the other routes.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
I'm becoming the spin, oh god.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Okay, I give up. What the fuck is Prague? It's progesterone. It's one of them transition chemicals.
Are you listening
Stay in
to
your
us?
lane,
You
Queeg
don't
Quag.
have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
It's the booby pill.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? You're kind of super strong. You should still be, even if you're the damsel.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
I think you can. Will my power of
Of course
belief
she can. You believe
fuel
in
her?
right?
Chat, clap your hands if you believe in the princess. Give her your energy.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
You got this, honey.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks.
She
The
did
door
it.
creaks open. Are you kidding me?
We helped.
I told you she could do it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her
He's so
freedom
pissy.
and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
Fix
I'm
it
about to see the end of
where?
the world. I'd rather not see it sober.
What is your space? What physical space do you inhabit, Mr. Narrator? Knowing what I know about the end game, it is very
You know,
confusing.
if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Save again. We stay here and fuck forever. Maybe that's an option. Who knows? Who knows? It's definitely an option with the adversary. And the den. Hero, this is barely a cabin. Listen, it looks fancy. That's all that matters. I couldn't see where my cursor was for a second. I got scared. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them. Any of... I did drop a save just now, so... Let's see what happens if I go whole hog and just leave. Winners quit.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
And if this just leads her to her getting absorbed into the shifting mound, then I'll reload.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
I think she's getting absorbed into the shifting mound, chat.
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved...
The what? Oh, I'll let this play out for just a second. For your benefit, Silver, and then I'm gonna reload.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh yeah, all the time.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
I'm pretty happy today, and it's fucking 25 degrees out. Actually, it's probably lower. Since it's nighttime now, because goddamn winter. Bye. Wife gone. No wife. Here, I'll show you the mirror and then I'll reload. How about that?
She's gone. Where did she go?
You with your
Should
fucking
we
Fahrenheit
try and find
temperatures. You and your Canadian.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Also, maybe the shifting mount / thoughts on Vessel. Oh, I've already seen the shifting mount's thoughts on the damsel, because the damsel ending I got in my other run was deconstruction. So I have seen that before.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while. That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze in your reflection. Silences reach forward. They're gone once again, but the mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. So this is what we look like. Silver. We are not getting into a temperature debate. Not tonight. I cannot do this. I'm not even gonna read half of what you wrote, quick. Fahrenheit and Celsius can coexist. Everybody wants to be correct, yes. So yeah, we're a weirdo. We're a weird bird man monster thing.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
This is the shifting mound. What does she have to say about... Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Alright, that's all. That's what we're gonna see. Don't worry about that. I understand that must have been very strange and confusing for you, seeing that on, like, the fourth princess with no context. Play the game. Alright. What if... Okay. Build a life together or ignore them. I'm very curious to see what happens if I just ignore them.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
That
You crossed the
continues
road,
that ending again.
opening the-
Well, back to it. Princess cannot be allowed to open more doors. Okay. Let's just stay in the castle and I'll bend you over the table real quick.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
You're not romantic, hero.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her?
Let me bend you over a table real quick. What a romantic suggestion. I mean, yeah. When all you have is a hammer. Yeah, you know what they say.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Your nonchalance about the fate of the world has me a bit worried. That's why I want to stay here. Trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay. We're happy here. We just have to want it. Alright, we're leaving. Let's say it'd be better for both of us if we stay. We can be happy here.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Now you're... Now? You're bringing that up now?
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
There's something mildly upsetting about seeing the damsel actually unhappy about something. Yeah, it makes me feel like a kidnapper. I'm kind of already getting my hackles on end
I don't
with
know.
whatever's happening.
She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Smitten? That's not... Smitten, you're not supposed to...
As the voice thinks it's
be like that.
Your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What?
Smitten.
No, you absolutely do not do that.
Smitten.
But I do.
What the fuck?
What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your knees into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it. Your fingers curling around your ribs.
How are we feeling? Not great.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done.
What the fuck?
Isn't it?
Smitten, you're supposed to be the funny, horny guy. You're supposed to be into adversary and what's going on, man?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Yeah,
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, don't say it like that. Oh, don't say it like that, Smitten.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Girl, no, I was already the source of antagonism. You don't have to horrify me as well.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Oh, thank God. Epilogue? What? Happily
You're
ever
on a
after.
path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
What? What? Huh? Excuse me? That's a giant mirror. What? Huh? Huh? What? Yeah? If you drop a save real quick. Everybody is laughing. Half of chat is laughing knowingly. Half of them are horrified and surprised. Welcome to another contender for Fave Root Bestie. Oh boy. Awesome. Okay. Let's see what this is. As you can imagine, Smitten lost a lot of fans this update. Stay in your lane and stick to fucking coming when you get punched, Smitten.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
What is happening?
You've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Opportunist.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality.
Mods removed your message of
Sure,
smiles.
since you're so well-traveled...
Queequeg, I will note.
Yes?
I am only imposing the no smile rule for FF14. You can be a little lax about it for other games. Because FF14 has the specific problem for people being MSQ, being like, oh, you don't know what's going on there, etc., etc., including you bastard. I'm joking. I love you. Okay, what the fuck?
Well,
Seriously.
we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now.
Yeah,
The
please
interior of
do.
the cabin is vast and regal. High arched
This is a
windows
chapel.
line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
It's clearly a chapel.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
There's no blade. Huh. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used it to kill
Now
us.
that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
Theory Queequeg is Ko the face stealer. No smiles whatsoever. Never ever.
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right.
Man, the final rundown having both the moment of clarity and whatever this is gonna be fucking nonsense. I'm excited.
It's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do?
Which heel injured Shawn Michaels again? I don't know. Didn't like 20 guys do that?
I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Bill Goldberg? No, Bill Goldberg injured Bret Hart. And Bret Hart would punch you if you mixed him up with Shawn Michaels. Also, Bill Goldberg was a face somehow, usually. Were you thinking of Bret Hart? Because if you were, that's very funny. Wait a second. Wait, where is the voice of the Smith? I didn't even notice that Smitten wasn't here. Because I'm so used to the voices stacking. Where? Yeah, where's
He
the
was a bit of a
smile?
loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
Shawn Michaels lost his smile. I stole Evie's smile emote. Which heel am I? You're the dirt under my heel if you don't give them back their smile emote. Got him. Also, the answer is, Finn Balor.
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so?
Alright, I'm gonna pay attention to what's
Maybe
going
there
on
is
here,
hope for
because
you
I'm
after all, free from the bad influence of your missing
unsettled. Are none of you gonna talk about the mirror?
What is there
I
to
guess
say about
we
it?
might
There's
as well
no mirror.
confront that now.
Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it.
Oh yeah, he's not aware of the mirror, Silver. Don't worry about that.
I see it, just like I saw it last time.
That's consistent across all routes.
Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Hang on, I'm actually gonna put chat up on the top right for this stream, because it's a little distracting on the bottom right. I set you to the bottom right for whatever the last stream was. Now I'm setting you back. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that, because then you cover up my dialogue options. Here. What about... top left? Well, then you're covering up the menu icons. Bottom left. Let's try that. I've never done bottom left before. Nah, it's still distracting. Let's put you... And let's just... I can put you in the fucking center, right? No, ew, God, ew. Let's just put you back where you were, and then I'm just gonna not pay attention to chat until I pay attention to chat again. How about that? Thoughts on the windows of the room? Oh, they're all princesses with a heart. I didn't notice. I'm sure that's fine. Let's approach the mirror. I'm gonna save. Just in case I want to go back and see what turn around and leave means.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. Is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
You're gonna be disappointed, hero. Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Fancy, fancy.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her will probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. Fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Don't push your luck.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue.
Undercurrent of fatigue, let's go! Tired girls!
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh no, I don't like it anymore.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer.
I'm suddenly very afraid of what this route is.
I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
I thought this was gonna be a wedding.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
Counterculture streamer fears the trad wife. I do.
That is the problem.
There are many
This isn't
terrifying
supposed to be nice,
possibilities
and
here.
She's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay, man. Proceed.
This hall, like the one below,
Hey.
is grand
Hey.
and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
That's not good.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
I do notice the tapestries, yes.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
I'm the tribal chief, let's go.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Can't really make the tapestries out with stream compression. They look fine for me. But oh well. I see them, that's what matters. I'm the only important one. What? Okay, what is this place? What are we supposed to do now? You mentioned dinner on the stairs. Get up, silently push yourself in the seat or slay the princess. Good fucking luck doing the last one. Oh, you're on your phone? That would explain it.
It's our happy
What is this
ending,
place?
just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
You said dinner was ready, bitch.
The flames burn bright and a
Uh-huh.
shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Does she... Is that her... Is that... Does she have a stand?
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
Is the stand smitten? It might be. I don't know.
Yeah. And after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Let's eat. I'm gonna play along.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
I had frozen chicken for dinner.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
I might get some orange juice after this. I'm living the lap of luxury over here. Well, you know, I did make some lovely apple cinnamon bread the other day, so that's something moderately fancy.
This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Oh, I see. This is what we're doing. This is her stand. All you need is love. Fuck, that's good. That's good. Oh, hello, first-time chatter. DJ T-Money345. Welcome, welcome, new person. I'm Rebecca. This is my... I've been through this game quite a few times. This is my first time seeing this Slay the Princess Pristine cut content. Anyway, yeah, let's continue.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
Let's just do this for eternity.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
This is depressing.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again.
There's other things we can do. We could do. You don't have to eat all the time.
The meat is fine. The bread is
Love is many
fine.
things.
You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger.
Oh my god, it's... Okay, when I say where my brain went to here, all y'all are gonna think I've finally lost my mind. This is the Wizards of Waverly Place episode where Max is trying to make the perfect sandwich, and he makes the perfect sandwich, but then Alex keeps rewinding time, and the people tasting the sandwich keep being like, oh, it's perfect. And then they rewind time, it's like, oh, it's good. I've had it before, but it's good. And then they rewind time, bite into the same sandwich. Oh man, the sandwich sucks. And then he doesn't get credit for making the perfect sandwich. That's what this is. You're welcome. You all see that I'm right. I see. Yeah. I got the Matrix code. You're thinking of the flowers for Algernon our taste buds bit from SAO Bridge. That's also a good pull. New episode of that is coming very soon. I saw. I'm very excited. Anyway, we've stared at the princess long enough talking about mid-2000s Disney Channel sitcoms.
Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Lost interest after season 1 of SAO Abridged. Season 1's ending was fucking perfect, but season 2 has been incredible as slowly as it comes out.
Again, the shadow replaces.
They have Kaiser Neko playing a rapist.
And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
This is deeply uncomfortable, isn't it?
I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings, and now we're eating like pigs.
I wonder what would have happened if I had just chosen not to eat. I thought that was going to be a one-time choice.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
I think that might be the Smitten, and I think the Smitten might be pissed.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay, we've got a bunch of dialogue here. This might be the bulk of the stream tonight, depending on how far this goes, but I'm not complaining. What's the level beyond down bad? I believe canonically it is down horrendous. But usually that has not this horrible connotations. What just happened? Did you make that torch go out?
I didn't mean to. I promise. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Oh, yeah.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Fuck you, opportunist. Oh god, Smitten is... Oh god. We have... I obviously... Slayer right here is the husband. But Smitten is also acting as the abusive husband, I think. It's just a torch, don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. We ate, what are we supposed to do now? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit. And everything will be okay.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
Oh god, this is getting too real.
Yes, I love games. I'm great at them.
Yeah.
Fuck
that's
off,
exactly what we should do.
opportunist.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
It does sound like a lot of fun.
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
I don't want you here. I would like to ram my head into the corner of the table until you are replaced with, say, Voice of the Broken.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays.
The highs and lows of
The
high
warmth
school
of
football.
trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Okay, hold on one second.
Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
I am beating my wife.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
Now my wife is beating me.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't
Don't...
need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess
And there are-
visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Yeah, okay, I see what we're doing.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Oh, God. I'm having, like, a legitimate, like, bad feeling in my chest. In the best way possible. I like when art provokes extreme negative emotions in me, but oh my god, even for this game.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
I'm in the urge to... What did you say, Toblo? I'm in the urge to eat my own limb zone that's only been matched by Instars in Time. I will check out Instars in Time eventually. I have it on all of my wish lists. Oh, speaking of, might as well mention this to distract from the horrors. I bought a Steam Deck, for those of you who are not aware. And I bought some games on that cool sale that was going on, so I'll have that soon. Which means streaming mouthwashing may soon be viable.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
By a dock? Does it not come with one? Not an official... Wait, what? Will I be able to, like, charge it if I don't have a separate thing? Does not... What... Wait. What do you mean it doesn't come... So what, should have a charger port? Oh, the dock... Oh, you can play it on TV. Okay, it's like a Switch. I did not realize the Steam Deck could do that. Yeah, I will make sure... I'll make a note to buy one. That would be very good, actually. Make a quick note to do that. You said not an official one, though? Why is that? Dock. Third party are cheaper. Oh, okay. It can be streamed through just the regular deck by itself, too. Alright, I'll figure it out later. Good to know. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. But, yeah. Fun stuff.
When you get
We're having
used
fun,
to the
right?
additions, the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
I'm like close to crying. This is like, ugh.
As the words leave
no.
the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take chat off my screen for, the duration of this princess. Just so that I can soak in what's going on here. So, titter amongst yourselves. I may glance occasionally at my laptop where chat is still displaying, but, yeah, this feels like something that deserves my full gravite.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Becky, if you need to take a break for this, go ahead. Oh no, I don't need a break. I just want to, like, soak in my emotional turmoil. This is, yeah. This is the kind of thing that I go through art to experience. Oh, you need to go? to bed, Queequeg. Thank you for coming in. As long as you did. It's been fun. Okay. Let's see what you got.
This is awful.
Even narrator. Oh my god, even narrators.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
I want you to leave, opportunist. I want you to
Yeah. Sure.
I don't think there are any good options, but are you happy here? Smiten's not gonna like us saying this, presuming that is Smitten. Oh, I don't know. Do we keep talking or do we break action? I'm gonna keep talking because I have been talking.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel. Okay, so we've eaten, we play games now. What? Tell me the truth, please.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What do you think will happen? Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world right now, what would it be? What would you choose? Reading that, just that prompt getting me a little misty-eyed. It wasn't even a voiced line. This is. Whew. I hope you guys are having fun. Whatever the shadows have been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. We don't have to let it go out. Say nothing. This feels emotionally correct for me. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Oh, God.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Oh, God. Oh, we have a lot of... How much of a heartless bastard would you have to be to pixelate the princess right now? I feel empty, so that's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. Nothing's changed, we're just sitting in the dark. You can open your eyes, I'm still here, you know.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Okay. This is... means Smitten has not torn us to pieces. That's something.
Do you still care about me?
Fuck. Oh. Oh. I needed some water. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. We're gonna pretend that those last three aren't here. I have gone through dozens and dozens of routes with this woman. I have seen several variations of the ending. A lot of these have some very, very interesting nuance that is really good. I don't think I can pick any option other than this one. This is the truth. I don't think I'll ever stop.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
We do.
As the princess
Oh,
steps
what?
towards the stairs, you offer her your hand.
I didn't hit the... Was that supposed to happen? That something popped up too quickly for me to see what the thing was. Well, it doesn't seem like I did something terrible, so... What's wrong with that?
The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile.
Yeah, okay, this is fine.
And she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
It's the option to take her hand or not. Okay, then yeah, okay. Thank God that was the first option, because I would have picked that anyway. Why would you not? Why would you not?
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh my God. There's actually an iteration of the narrator who realizes he's wrong.
Well, this is less work for us, anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Fuck, man.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
Oh. Oh God, yeah.
He's really gone, isn't he?
That got me.
No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
This is the most emotional I've gotten on stream since the ending of Like a Dragon Gaiden. And that fucking ruined me.
The stars are so beautiful.
They are. They actually really are for this simple art style. A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Oh! Oh! She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out into a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only a tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
You're welcome. That's... There's an option during the final fight to say that you won't kill her or set her free, and it feels viscerally wrong after this route. I'm gonna get to the long quiet, and then we'll talk about this. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Let's go for it. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. What do you have to say about what just transpired?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
The worst New Vegas DLC.
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I've done this dialogue before. There are voices that speak to me, some of them are me. What if this narrator wants to kill you?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. We're going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Wise words. Alright, ready to go back. Last stage before... So this will be the last princess for the route.
The next time I see
I
you,
wonder if we can finish it on
each of
stream
us will finally
tonight.
know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
For this run, I should say. Trophy was the honest heart.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, I'm putting chat back on screen. Let's do we need a debrief on what just happened. Y'all, yeah, y'all doing good? Y'all okay? How are you feeling, Rebecca? I'm feeling emotionally weathered. I'm feeling harrowed. Might have to bop when you get playing again, because I really want to check this out for myself. Oh yeah, it's silver. You've seen a very, very good route. There are a great many routes in this game that have made a specific impact on me. That may have been my favorite route that I have encountered. Previously, it was the Thorn, which struck a very similar vulnerability. But this was, like, way rougher and way more real. I dug into this a little bit last stream, but it was kind of a little bit odd in that context, because the 3 routes that I did last stream were all horrifying monsters in some capacity, and they all killed us horribly, or I killed them horribly. But Slay the Princess is one of the most emotionally intimate games I have ever played. I don't know how, through some witchcraft, but it really creates this vivid sense of intimacy and, like, a relationship between you and the princess, even though the princess is a different person every time, and in nearly all contexts is super hostile to you. It is a love story. It is a horror game. It is a terrifying, sickening, choice-based thriller mystery thing. But it is absolutely, more than anything, a love story. And man, when it hits on that note, I'm like shaken. I still need a little bit of like recovery from that. That was fantastic. She does get more or less hostile depending on how many times you kill her. I think the only C2 you can't fully make up with is the Razor. Well, the Razor's into the arrangement. Why would you need to make up with it with her? Speaking of the razor, I did find out that there is another technical path that I could do for the razor, which is don't bring the knife in the second chapter, and then she has 2 other separate chapters that are still considered the razor but are different content. I'm probably gonna do that on my own time if you don't think it's like vividly different enough to do on stream. The crazy thing, like, right, my first route of this game was the razor. And when I did the razor, when I finished up with the razor, when I did the big epic sword duel with her and plunged my sword into her heart and sent her to the long quiet and confronted the shifting mound for the first time, I thought that I had done something too early because it felt like something too dramatic and too satisfying for it to be like the first of God knows how many routes in this game. I felt like I had done something too early. What I did not know then, that I have learned many a time over, but is really, really hitting me right now, is this game is like 30 different complete emotional arcs. You could do a book about any of these arcs. And with a little bit of expansion, it would be a fully coherent and satisfying standalone story. And they're just all here. And so you keep diving back in and diving back in and diving back in, and each time you get hit in the face with a profoundly different and yet equally mesmerizing story. And I don't know how the fuck they did that. That's so much work. It's hard enough coming up with one coherent and satisfying story. And also, all of these different dozens of individual stories are bundled into the incredibly coherent and emotionally rewarding story of a shifting mound and all that shit. And yeah, this is the simpler side project, apparently, because I hear tell that Scarlet Hollow is even more complicated and interesting. I believe the final count, the count is 22 to 23, depending on if you count both grays. That is quite a bit. Also, just fun seeing Damsel getting this incredible third chapter. Since in the original, it was kind of a joke route, poking fun at rescuing princesses. Yeah, I mean, I literally, when I said, when I was going into the Damsel, this stream, you can go back and hear me say, oh, I'm so curious what else they could possibly do with her, because I felt like I had already seen the apex of the joke, which is her deconstructing herself into an increasingly sketchy moe blob, asking you what you want over and over. Loving your analysis? Oh, thank you. Thank you, babe. Damsel voicing an opinion legit makes that chapter so much more interesting. Yeah. Any chapter 3 where the chapter 2 princess goes through an emotional, like, apotheosis is... Those tend to be my favorite chapter 3s in the game. Man, what a hell of a route. Hell of a route. tears broke first time just now, lol. Oh yeah, yeah, just talking and thinking about it, right? I did start this route very casually. Want to draw the princess in the long quiet dancing. I've just been busy recently. Is that our canonical name, the long quiet? I always forget if we are the long quiet. Because I know the long quiet is the place you're back into. If that was said, then I forgot it. That or hero? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I desperately need some wholesome fan art of those two. Like I love fan art of me and any princess, but they deserve some time to make something new. The Long Quiet and Happily Ever After Princess. Long Quiet is the name of the full entity the hero is, otherwise it's like Slayer Hero. Gotcha. I remember. After the stream, I'll send you some stuff. Thank you. Yeah. I have been resisting the urge to look up, like, lots and lots of fan art by myself because I don't want to get spoiled on any princess designs or events that I have not seen yet, but if you just want to send me some stuff direct, I have no complaints. Okay, it's 11:07. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, 10 minutes shy of 2 hours. I have time. I think I have time to do another princess if I don't lollygag a lot. The question is, do I have the emotional bandwidth to do another one? Like what the fuck? Oh god, like I just saw the ending of a game just there, and here I am like, all right, do it again. Wappa ba ba ba. Yeah, princess and final sequence. The shifting mound bit doesn't take super long, I don't think. Do you want guidance on another fave of mine or explore on your own? I'm gonna explore. I'm just gonna go where the wind takes me for this one, because I have a feeling if I stumble into any other like pristine cut stuff, it's gonna take a long while and will be just as harrowing. Yeah. If you hadn't stumbled into that, I was going to try and steer you towards Happily Ever After as your final one. It's a good finale, too. Oh, yeah, that it has finale written all fucking over it. Okay, let's see here. What have I not done? Don't think anything else you can do will be as emotionally devastating. I would be shocked. I would be shocked. Let's see here. Make Meg, since you finished that wonderful one now. Oh yeah, thank you for coming, Evie. Really appreciated having you for that gauntlet. Have a good rest of your night. Okay. I heard the Fury is one of the princesses that got massive new content. Would that you think that would be fun? Oh yeah, bye Sylv. You definitely go get the game. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go for the Fury, I think. Fury of a Shattered Mirror, even. for the Adversary Fury personally, but you can also get it via the tower. I've only gotten it via the tower, so I think I'll try for Adversary actually. Let's see what happens there. Because I've seen most of what the tower has, other than killing myself. So let's try Adversary. Take the knife, talk to the princess, get into a fight with her, and mutual kill her. Okay. Alright.
You're here. I'm talking.
Let's go for it. Silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Tower
Find
3
the
has new stuff
princess
too,
within.
actually. Oh. Cool.
A warning before you
I
go
will
any
I will
further.
see that as well then. Later.
She will lie. We're not going to
Yeah.
ignore.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Oh, that's how you get
The air is
Apotheosis
stale
from the
and
tower?
musty, and the floor
I
and
have
walls
heard the
are
name of
painted in a
Apotheosis.
fine
I
layer of dust. The
have
only
not-
furniture of note
I
is
don't
a
know what that
plain
princess
wooden
looks
table.
like.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
What? Okay. Flip a coin. And by flip a coin I mean I will ask chat. Should I do Fury or should I do Apotheosis for my last princess of the run? In your guys' opinion. Because I've seen Fury, but I've only seen base release Fury, where she was barely like a cutscene. And I've not seen Apotheosis at all. No idea what that entails.
The blade is
Either way, I think I'm picking the knife, right? Yeah, taking the knife either way.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess. and
Apotheosis
save
has
the world
some
without it.
interesting... oh god. Oh god. Eyelash in my eye. Oh god. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay. Both are good, leaning towards Apotheosis since you haven't seen it. Both are great. There's also a cool adversary bit that gets to Fury I'd like to see reactions to. Okay, let's do Fury tonight. So I can see the adversary thing, and then Apotheosis will be one of the first princesses I get to on my second run on stream. Because like I said, I'm going to see all of the
The
new...
door to the basement creaks
Well, every
open,
princess that I haven't seen, I
revealing
should
a
say.
voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let... Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Since there's 2 adversary chapters you haven't got to yet, would make it easier for subsequent runs. 2 adversary chapters I have not seen yet. Okay. Let's see here. Get Fury, you need to blue ball the adversary. Okay. Just take the knife, talk to the princess, get into a fight with her, and mutual kill her. This is what I have.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the 2 of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
Yeah, we're going for Fury through adversary.
Don't you dare.
And then I'll go for Apotheosis through tower next time.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, a killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's not very cash money to do that.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh, I drop it first? Well, good thing I saved.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up in this basement for a So, you should just...
She's unarmed. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Oh, you don't need to talk to her? You just need one fluff dialogue option between the basement and slang? Okay.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
This feels so weird to go back to right after Happily Ever After. Man.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Oh, killing ASAP gets Spectre, filling time gets Adversary or Tower. Got it, got it. Thank you.
Oh,
Talked enough.
have you decided...
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately,
There she
clouds
is.
your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh, do it, mommy.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt!
Go from a chapter of emotional abuse bad to physical abuse mutual and fun. Exactly.
She's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
Yes.
I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Princess is so cool.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
God, I love blood-spattered women.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Oh yeah, credits
But
are
you
gonna
don't
roll
have
right
time
now.
to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Finally, we're coming home to familiar territory, where I will not have to
You're on a
cry.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Yeah, I
to
know. Yeah.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
I love you, voice of the stubborn. You're one of my favorite voices.
That's the
Smitten is
spirit.
no
There's
longer
no
one of
point
my
in
favorite
squabbling. The real
voices.
threat is just up that hill. A warning. She will lie.
Yeah.
Cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Smitten is no longer invited to the barbecue. Smitten has been banished the jail he deserves.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, God.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Also, before I forget, I meant to say this while the tears were happening, but I was obviously distracted. Shoutouts to this guy, the narrator man, the Magnus Archives guy, whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. Is it Jonathan Sims? Something like that. He did fucking fantastically in that route. When toward the end, when the narrator realized that his whole thing was bullshit, that was outstanding voice acting. Like oh my god. Obviously, that was Nicole Goodnight's time to shine, but like, oh my god, so good.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Well, hey.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
A long paragraph here. Let me read that. So, Slay the Princess writers have said that a bit of a theme in the game is that the voices are usually at their worst in their specific chapter, but potentially very well suited for other chapters of them. There are exceptions, like the Paranoid being the MVP of his own route, but Smitten eventually becoming an abuser very much fits that theme. That is great. That puts a lot of things into perspective, actually. And I just feel bad for the narrators that he's never going to learn. Yeah, I mean, he's literally fractally different people. So, I mean, that narrator learned, but there's a theoretically infinite number of infinitely shattered narrator shards who would all have to learn that lesson.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just take the blade.
You take the blade.
We ain't even
from
gonna
the
fuck with
altar.
the mirror this
It
time.
would be
I guess we're
Walk
fucking
up
with
to
the mirror
wall
this
next to
time.
the basement door.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
You reach forward and rub your...
But there was a mirror.
And now it's
Yep.
gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Alright, basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough
Wait, hang
stone
on, what, hang
staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
There's separate routes for
The
going in
princess
with
lives
knife
here,
or without
slaying her
knife.
would probably be doing her a favor.
Did I drop a save to load too, or did I not? I wasn't thinking. Did I fuck myself out of fury this time? Either fight her with knife and fully lose, or start a fight with her with no weapon. Okay.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
A little sexier.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
God.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Truly Slay the Princess is a land of contrasts.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
There's a cool moment if you fight her with no weapon, but we can probably just check that out when you're going for the other adversary C3 later on. Gotcha. Okay. Electrochemistry, whoa, big woman.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Okay. Definitely happened. You look different. You do remember me. Happily Ever After and Thorn are so beautifully written and emotionally fantastic, but like Adversary is just fucking fun. Yeah. Look at her. Actually, gonna free you. I'll say I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have to get back first. Like, everyone's still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, said the princess. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around, leave without saying anything. Okay, so what are the things here? We have scrolling back up to where the advice was. Fighter with a knife and fully lose. Tell you're a pacifist. Oh, the way to get the other C3 is to try and run the fuck away from here. Okay, so yeah, explore.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
You're normal, Tara. I'm normal too. We could man. How fucking glad am I to be dating somebody who, with whom I can be, horny for monster girls on stream without it being a problem.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not
I am
okay.
blessed.
As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. See how alive I am right now? Wow, somebody's alive. I'm gonna do a good job. I'm apathy. Shifting.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Attack the princess. Turn, leave. Actually, free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
If you don't want to be free, what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Oh, sorry, freeing her as Eye of the Needle? Oh, well, I haven't gotten that one either, so I'm not... If I get a different princess than the one I was aiming for, and it's still a new princess, that's fine. I have no idea what the Eye of the Needle is, either. Is that worth going for, you think? Or should I reload and try going for the Fury?
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part.
Don't be such a coward.
That assumes that I'm locked into the
Cautious.
freeing
If it comes
her
to violence, we can
route
find
anyway.
a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Okay. Do I have... Okay, freeing her is whatever Eye of the Needle is.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Heyo.
So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Curl. I'm still fairly muted, I'm realizing from Happily Ever After, but boy, if this isn't putting a pep in my step.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I haven't decided what I'm doing
You
yet.
haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Say that directly into my ear. Save and then free her? Okay, so, Eye of the Needle, is that her unique Chapter 3? Or is that a completely different thing? Is that the C3 that you were talking about? Because I'm wondering if I should save that for... thing you said about fighting her with no knife. That you wanted to see a reaction to. Okay. Well, I dropped a save, so let's see what happens if I free her. Quick, funny little thing of attempting to free. Okay.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free her?
She doesn't even want to be free.
Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah? While she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not? And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here? Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it?
Hell yeah,
No.
hero.
It's not.
Let loose the demon girls into the world. Okay, was that what you wanted to see, or am I actually freeing the princess? Do it? Okay, let's
Actually,
do
no.
it. Let's let it ride.
I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything. Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place.
What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll.
Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See, I can make you do whatever I want.
So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
Oh no, she's
The
spooked.
princess, taken aback, flashes her own root gesture in return.
Best girl.
Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
Okay, so now that we're on this path, I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. We could let it ride. We could go for the C3, or we could do attack. Either or. How long is Eye of the Needle compared to the expanded Fury route? I'll ask that. Relatively short, needle shorter and less branching. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that because it is nearly 11:40 at night. And I would like to finish my stream before, like, 1 o'clock. Next run, we'll do Fury through Adversary, and I will make sure to save and get the fighting her with no weapon thing, so that I can also react to that before reloading. More ones on stream? Yeah, so my plan is to see every princess that I have not seen on stream. And everyone that I did not already do. And that includes all of the Pristine cut stuff. I'll see them all at least once, and then I will fuck around with the game on my own time, most likely. Alright. We'll have to save, and then I'm going to commit to freeing her. Let's see what happens.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally! I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
You slash across her wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Really? In just one blow?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table.
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
All right, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
See you, stubborn. Eye of the Needle. Let's see what this is.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there. You're strong, but you're bullheaded.
Ooh,
This isn't
skeptic.
a fight, it's a puzzle. She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage. I hate puzzles.
I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind?
Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that,
we're seeing what happens.
Are you insane? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Enlighten me, then.
I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here.
Mm-hmm. So where does that leave us?
It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. And the only way to do that is to slay her.
Slay the
Screw it.
princess.
I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do. If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man.
We gonna jailbreak the adversary?
Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted.
What is the
rest
plan
of you
here?
had better keep those two in check. They're far
We have a
on the
very-
dangerous path. Don't let them go any further.
We have a very cynical and unpredictable mind right now, but with these two as our voices. I'm interested where the hell this is going.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
But do we know it's her? For all we know, he's in control, pulling the strings to make us too afraid to do anything but slay her.
For all we know, it could be us making the changes.
Exactly. And at least as things are now, there's no way for us to know. But the world is clearly not as it seems. We can't trust anything until we learn more.
If you question reality itself, there's not much I can offer in the way of persuasion, but do consider that it probably isn't helpful for anyone to doubt the ground they stand on.
I mean, look, narrator.
It's up to you in the end, isn't it? It'd be best if you bought in, but there's not a whole lot we can do to stop you if you decide to do something else.
These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
Alright. Cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
It's like the ground has been rent asunder by shockwaves from her punches.
What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now.
I could use a little catharsis.
There'll be time for that later. For now, you know what you have to do.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Gib
But
knife.
there's nowhere to go in here. This is just a hallway with a mirror at the end of it.
A mirror? But there isn't a mirror here. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. Does he really not see it?
Oh yes,
Or maybe
we've
what
been through
we see
this.
as a mirror, he sees as a door.
It is a door. And before you ask, no, it's not a mirror-shaped door. The object at the end of this room is both door-shaped and a door. There shouldn't be any room for misinterpretation.
Who cares what it is? It's in our way, we should smash it. Take it.
Take blade.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be
Good. Wouldn't want to be pushed around without a way to push back. And she likes when we can push back, doesn't she?
Oh my.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
This really is just like last time.
Can you really not see the mirror? Or is pretending it doesn't exist another one of your rules? There isn't a mirror.
Is it a rule to say that there isn't a mirror when there's clearly one right there? Because if it is, it's not a very good one.
I'm inclined to agree, but we don't know how things work here, do we? Just smash it already.
Smash
Bring
it.
your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
This music is funger as fuck. Man, I wish I could stream Fear and Hunger. That sounds like a fun time. Maybe I will stream Termina when I get it on my Steam Deck.
Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
I have wanted to play Termina for the longest
Before
time.
you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
She hasn't changed as much as she did the time
Ma'am.
before. She still wants a fight, which means we still know her. We can use that to our advantage.
Are you sure you still want to fight?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
This is getting us nowhere. Agreed. We'll have to go down there.
Basement.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. We best remember how to get back up. The last thing we want is to be stuck between a wall and a raging devil. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Oh.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled,
Oh.
grins back at you from the darkness.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
She can thread the eye of my needle. If you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Vaguely Ibuki Doji, yes. Those are watermelon crushing thighs. I agree, babe. I agree.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
I'm not okay!
If we're trying to break her out, I doubt she'll come willingly. We'll have to use ourselves as bait.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way to get us both out. And we need to see what happens when she leaves the cabin. You know what? I should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't. Tough shit. We're the ones in control here.
That's 2 chapters bringing out strong emotional responses in a very different way. Yeah, this is the perfect perfect symmetry.
It's not the...
Cinematic parallels.
Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it?
I mean,
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're going to do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay. Explore, not down here. You have to come and get me. Oh my god, there's a lot of options. If you want a good fight, if you really want to see my best, we need some more space. When you want to be free, why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? I'm not fighting you. Just entertained. Slay the princess. So Eye of the Needle is just, yeah, bigger, more muscly adversary. She's just better adversary. Okay. Sick.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Don't I?
Desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring
my
her chains
God.
as they bend and snap. Okay, she's taken the bait. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, I see that. This would have happened no matter what option I had picked. That's fine.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged
Man, remember when I
stone
said the
glance
damsel's boobs were
The
distracting?
princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
We're planning on it. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for?
Oh.
What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
I know what you are.
You continue to the door. It'd be a real shame if it were stuck. Don't listen to him. Locks are nothing, just barrel through. No!
Free her or die? Well, free her, I assume.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. Bastard. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
She's so large.
This is what the end looks like.
She's so large.
What is this place? Where are we? This doesn't feel right.
That's freedom. Don't you get it? Everything you've known down there has been a lie. Whatever we find out here is the truth. It's the only way for us to be free. It's basically the same motif as in Happily Ever After, except in a radically different context. I don't know, but I was hoping we could find it together. What do you mean this doesn't feel right? I'd like for us to be free.
Free? This is just... What is this? This is just another place. I don't care about places. I only care about you. Is this what you wanted? For me to see this? Fine then. I've seen it. Are you happy? Are you finally going to come back to me? Are we finally going to fight?
She readies her powerful legs to charge you, but then she slumps.
But I don't feel like fighting anymore. I am cold. It feels like this is where I'm supposed to be, like stepping out of that door was some driving purpose I've long forgotten. But I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I'm
Get
so
absorbed.
confused.
Plap, 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 get shifting mounded.
I'm sorry. It's cold.
Get Plato's allegory of the caved.
She's gone.
And there's
Yeah, she's gone. Approach the mirror. Yeah. We've been through this.
You're right. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Original den was about as long as this, where the fight basically ends the moment you meet her. I'm glad they expanded the den, though I would have liked an expansion for her as well. For big, tall, large, tall, lady. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze, you see it. figure failed me on the shadows by inflection. Other branches coming here with hunted, where you can fight her outside the cabin for a better arena. That sounds sick.
I think you know what I am.
Alright, narrator time. Narrator and then Mount, and then we can blow this joint. Thinking you can ask the narrator about happily ever after? Ooh, wait a second. Hang on, let me drop save real quick. This is my third narrator conversation, I think. It might be my fourth. I don't remember. So let's focus on new stuff that I have not seen. What are you? Something like me. If you're not me, then what are you? So many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces break off like this? I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you, something breaks. Part of me. You want to be the princess. I've met you many times before. I'm supposed to see this. What is this place? Destroy the mirror. Okay, what is the happily ever after exclusive choice? What do I have to press to get it? If it's not here. Not there yet? Okay, does it matter then? Do I just pick something? Clear some options? Just do some introduction questions, okay.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Something like me. Or PC break off. If I ask you something, if PC breaks, are you part of me? Many times. I'm supposed to see all this. What is this place? Where are we?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
You gotta ask him about his objectives, what he gains by killing the princess. Well, I'm trying to find that, see if I can unlock that. I do have a save at the start, so it's not terrible if I miss it at first, but save yourself. Think anyone deserves to live? What are you? Me? Was hurt. I'll ask you something. Part of me. About the looping. That's a possibility. Why'd you lie to me? I was supposed to see all this. You out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? What is my true identity? Anything to say for yourself?
The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Let's try this.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
I do feel bad for the narrator. I do understand why he has done the things that he has done, as terrible as it is. He is raging against the dying of the light. And I can't help but empathize with that. Why is something being so open? Looping. Okay. Man, I'm probably gonna need to reload this.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, in one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong. Is that that looks like the exclusive option?
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Ooh. Oh. Jesus, dude. This princess to make her too much death. That's good, actually. So die.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
I want you to know that this has been torture.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Man, that's a lot to think about. If this was my first time seeing this scene, I would be woollying it up over every dialogue option. But it's third time, and also I am still emotionally drained tonight. She becomes what others perceive her to be, and suddenly the entire route system makes sense, slots in place. Oh yeah, definitely. It's an incredible contextualization of that mechanic.
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
Okay, Victor, calm down. Woolly in what way? You know, the stop and talk, the expound endlessly on every line of dialogue type thing. When you realize that the biggest linchpin is just whether or not you take the Pristine Blade, yeah. If you take the Pristine Blade, then you are envisioning her as something hostile that needs to be defended against, and so she is a hostile princess who needs to be defended against. If you go in with open arms, then she is the nice princess that you think she will be.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
She's capable of becoming whatever people believe to be. I can't just move something small. How did you die? I don't think I've ever. Wait, these are. I see so many new prompts. Oh my God. Why princess? I was just trying to have some concept. I just leave this place. Should work. Good God. There's so many. How did you die? I'm curious.
Killed myself. It happened.
Yeah, the tracks.
Really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that.
Well, There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
Bye. Okay, drop one more save and then... Let's do this. And then we can be done. It's just past midnight. The narrator was right. You're in the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All this is you. You arrive at the heart of things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Which does mean I can't hear her thoughts on Eye of the Needle, but I can just get that in my own time. Oh! I always forget about the tsunami of limbs. Gosh, she's pretty.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hey, girl. Hey, girls.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. She knew about the echo to your conversation. I'm long quiet, but I don't know. It's okay.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I'm gonna have to, at some point, see the ending where I destroy her, but... Man, it just feels so profoundly wrong. I think this is what I did my second time. I think my second time I just agreed to what she was saying. I know what ending I'm gonna go for. There has to be another way.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use
Pristine
words
Cut
alone
added
to
an ending,
grasp
huh?
at things that words cannot express.
I wonder if I'll get it by accident.
And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion
Here
are
we go.
dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Crush you.
Oh my god.
I bleed you.
So good.
I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run and you run far, and the flesh I hurl at you is answered by the empty air of a place I
Oh, the
never
ending is
been.
extremely specific and impossible to get by accident. Okay, cool.
But also true. I didn't know what to make of my freedom then, but I know what to make of it now. You challenged me, and by challenging me, you gave me purpose. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
I can be your obstacle. Address the vessel statement directly, appeal to your shared humanity. Reject her authority, you've done nothing but let you be slick out of here, argue your independence. Exist without you, reject your perspective, will engage in violence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but not exist without you. There's so much here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to address the decimal statement directly. No obstacles from evil may not exist. The obstacle, cruelty, and pain. I refuse to fight you because I rejected what you desire. Obstacles don't need to fight.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
Animation is so good.
How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Boy, I hope the drowned Grey is gonna be the ghost version of her, not the actual drowned corpse. I don't know if I can handle seeing it again. I was so glad to dance with you. That was a mockery of the life we shared. What we shared was agony. It doesn't have to be like that. We can finally make things better. I never want to talk. Hold still. Is suffering the only alternative? It needs you. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget this version of that world worth living in. I was glad to dance with you, babe.
And dance with me again. And we'll never have to stop.
Ah!
I kill you. You kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster, faster, faster. I kill you. You kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time.
It was not the bloated corpse. It still killed me. It still scared me.
To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I killed you while trying to strangle me, and you flooded me with tears I did not drown. Huh. This is separate from address the vessel statement directly. And it's also got a different outline on it. Drop a save real quick. The red text is a new ending thing. See, the option is glowing as red. You need to get red text for all 5 routes. Oh, okay. I gotcha. In that case, I won't bother. I kind of deserve that.
There is no deserve, no punishment, no retribution. There's only action and reaction.
Hi.
Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, a ravenous symphony of death and rebirth. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Address. I don't want to dance. Would you have to live it? Let's fight forever. The dance was good, wasn't it?
And it will always be good if you choose to live in it. Do not linger on the highs and lows
Of high school football.
They are fleeting strokes on a larger canvas.
Hey, girl.
Nothing is more terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone?
Still not over moment of Clariday's new look. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy. I've seen the old look, the where she's just bigger nightmare. This is such an improvement. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that was terrible, Would, I mean, do I need to say would? You can assume.
But you already have, in so many ways. It is beautiful and adored. When movement slows and the dust settles, I hope you'll leave with me.
This clash between you and Bates, you begin to shake, her will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What endings have you gotten, by the way? My first ending was the loop. My second ending, I believe, was ascending with her, like in the form she is now. Right now, I'm trying to get back to the basement to do a thing. It's easy to believe in things. You believe it's consistent above all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Ready to go, but how do we leave? I don't want to fight you, but how do we leave? Our cruelty, kind of. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't make you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. Is this red text, or is this jump? Another save.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
My voice. Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Yeah! You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this. Where's everybody else? How are you supposed to help? I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Let's do it, my
It's
guy.
time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Describe all the naked women piled up outside the windows.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Except for the smitten, he is dead. Erased from history. Reduced to atoms.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. I don't know actually how I feel about him being gone. Kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Okay. Does taking the blade affect the ending choices? I don't remember whether I took the blade or not the other time that I was here. It does. Taking the blade changes it, yes. Okay. I'm not going to take the blade.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but...
Blade
your
leads had to
judgment has
stab
gotten us
her or
this
reset.
far.
Okay, yep. Okay. Then I made the right decision.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's
talk for a bit.
different.
Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. Hey girl. So good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
Sorry about all that.
That is so sweet, but the first time we met, I literally scared you to death. You were just doing your best. I should be the one who's sorry, and I am. I'm sorry.
That's great.
We both let things get a little out of hand.
I didn't think to acknowledge
but
it
we
that
don't have to let that
granularly.
stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that...
Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different.
Moment came from Nice Princess. Oh yeah, you can, cause she's the nightmare, and you can get the nightmare from either the knife or Nice Princess.
I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
Favorite response to the apology is either Damsel or Beast, where she apologizes for stabbing you 50 times or eating you. Oh, I love this fucking game. I don't think I want to be God.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
That's really interesting. I don't think you said anything like that the first time I was in here. Which princess are you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
Oh, man. This is what I mean about the game fucking making you feel the relationship. There's a connection. It feels so genuine. My heart. Now that we're here at the end of the, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
Fine with the long quiet. I don't think I have one either. Shrug. Long quiet is the narrator's name for us, so let's cast that off as well.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Or not. Sure. That's fine.
Not hero? Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
None of this was ever really fair. for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
Man. Yeah. What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
What if we just leave? If it sucks, hit the bricks.
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Oh. Just wordless. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I wanted to walk through the cabin door just as you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new. Doesn't matter what it means, what matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know where we go, but as long as it's not here, as long as I'm with you, that's all I want. There's no need for words, sleep with her. I don't know which of these is the most romantic. Your little awes during these are adorable, thank you. I live for emotionally devastated Becky. I'm glad that you're getting your money's worth. I don't know what it means, so I want it. As long as I'm with you, that's all I want.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
You gonna be okay alone, buddy?
I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
This is a very strange concept. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement for the last time. As quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new. I love you too.
Man! 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 Well, this was not the stream I expected to have tonight. I popped in Slay the Princess because I was like, man, I feel like doing something that I don't have to try very hard for. And then they made me try really hard. Are you feeling it, Becky? I sure am. I sure am. like... I don't even know what to say, really. I think I've said a lot throughout the stream. And I am wiped. I am tired, and I am... Oh, they just gave me a trophy. It's called Our Song. Uh, uh, uh. This is a very interesting configuration of roots, TBH. Yeah, we got 3 bits of horror and violence and death, and then the turning point with Happily Ever After, and then Eye of the Needle being what it was, and then this. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for this face. This is for you. Thank you for allowing me to witness. Oh, thank you for thanking me, Dalek. I'm glad you had a good time. I've been going for 3 hours. Holy shit. Ugh. Man, what? Oh, the song, one of the songs that played during Happily Ever After is called I Meant It. Oh, man. When you finish the full story for the first time, you also unlock the gallery. You can access it from the main in-game menus under the Memories tab. It will clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. These have been some of my favorite streams of yours. Oh, thank you for the bits, by the way. These have definitely, it has been a good idea to stream Sand Princess the Pristine Cut. I hope you all had a great time hearing my progressive emotional tailspin. This is a fucking fantastic game. Fucking fantastic. Nice to do some off-stream stuff. Let me know about cool shit you want recording. I will. I will save that until after whatever I determine my last stream to be. Suggest doing Stranger first for next run, because that leads to some extra cool stuff later. I did Stranger first on my second run. Just to see what that was like. I don't remember what happened. I know I brought it to completion, but I don't remember what the difference was. That's right, here on the princess. Into everything. Space. Leads to stuff after Stranger, but that only happens if it's your absolute first run of the save. Yeah. Yeah, there was some weird thing. But I don't remember what it was. Maybe I'll do another Stranger first time run, but we'll see. The song we write in our blood, that's rad. Yeah. Die pathetically to an abrasive prisoner. Slay her without a moment's hesitation. Fear locked away in the basement of your mind. Oh, this track is something. Click on each one to see gallery stuff. She's an arm, is she? This would be the Razor. The Beast. Oh, these all have little... Oh, cool. Okay, this is something I should explore. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna... This is something that definitely warrants further exploration. This is a lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'll get stuff going next time. For now, it's past 12:30. I gotta go brush my teeth, and then scurry off to bed. But this was fantastic. Third run of the game. I didn't think it could still devastate me like this, but this may be my favorite playthrough of it so far. Yeah. No clue what my next stream is going to be. As always, there's a couple of things I want to do, and only one of them I will actually do. I won't notice. Princess tier list, that has to wait. I have to wait to do that. But I will say, Adversary and Happily Ever After are neck and neck right on top for completely and totally opposite reasons. Yeah. I will endeavor. Actually, let me check if there's any inclement weather coming my way later in the week. Some strong wind. We'll see if that impedes me. Probably won't. If I do get the chance to stream on Friday or Saturday, then I want to what do I want to do? I might want to start Jedi Survivor. I've been waiting on that for a while. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do more Dredge. Probably going to be one of the two. So yeah. Tune in for whatever you feel like tuning in for. This has been Rebecca. This has been KK Terthelt. Thanks for coming. Good stream. I'm gonna dunk my head in some water. And then frantically jack it to the adversary. Bye!